Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the month of December. How are you, Aries? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Look, I'm here with the Quantum Oracle. We're going to start here and we're going to give you a peek into December of 2024. We're almost there. Before I start, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to those of you who are celebrating today in the US and all around the world. If you're a transplanted American, I hope it's a wonderful day for you today. So we have the Quantum Oracle. I am going to put down 6 cards. We're going to call those spots and then we're going to go back and clarify them. Look, if you are a brand new Aries and you're just rolling up in all these shenanigans here, welcome, welcome. I hope that you will stay. And if you do decide to stay, there is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner. For all of those of you with an Aries placement who come here and watch all the time, thank you for the thumbs up and the way that you've supported this group and grew, like y'all just grew this year so much. Thank you, Aries, for all the ways that you love on this channel, being in the comments, helping the algorithm with the thumbs up. I do appreciate you. So the first card I'm going to put down for you, Aries, for the month of December is your energy. What energy are you bringing in to the month of December with you? Tell me about Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got hidden motivations. So I feel like there are hidden motivations for you about what you want to transpire in December, but I feel like they're all good. I feel like it's all going to be revealed to you in all good time. We can see that she is holding on to her heart, and what's being revealed is a lot of really great things, right? We can see that there's children playing here, and there's a pond, the big house in the back. There's a deer standing there. Everything scares a deer, but the deer is not scared. So I like it. This is all good intentions, good energy. The fact that we have, she's sort of opening the veil, I would say, and the veil itself is blue and purple, tells me your third eye is going to open, and that you are going to tell people about this. I feel like you're going to be very vocal about it in December, but it feels like you have hidden motivations. Your hidden motivations are growth and happiness and revealing to people who you really are. And I think who you really are is really, really beautiful and kind, that you're very giving, I feel. Motivations that you have that are hidden behind this, behind the third eye here, are about to be realized in December. Next card I put down is your overall monthly energy. Tell me about Aries. Overall monthly energy for December. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. We've got friends and colleagues, and that's the overall energy. So I feel there's going to be a lot of visiting, a lot of friends, a lot of maybe work functions, right? That sort of thing. We've got a lot of people that are coming in and out of your life here. The overall monthly energy is that you're going to be very busy, hustle bustle with friends. The next card that has come out here that is an obstacle that you need to overcome is conflict. And for some of you, it's emotional conflict. For some of you, I feel like you're trying to stay on a particular path, but there are, the waves are coming by and sort of making you struggle to keep the boat in the water. We've got all these mountains back here, and it feels like these are obstacles. You're trying to steer clear of the emotional obstacles in your life, and it feels like this is something here that that you're going to have to deal with. I feel you're going to have to overcome something here in the month of December. We'll go back and clarify all of these and we'll figure out what's going on. But tell me about finances. Finances for Aries. Tell me about finances, please. We've got peace. So I feel like there's nothing to worry about. I want to say there's nothing to worry about here in terms of your money. I feel like your money flowing in and your money going out. I feel like there's nothing to worry about here. You're at peace with your finances. I feel like although, this month is probably a month where maybe you're taking more time off than usual. It feels like maybe you're starting to dip into your savings that you've been saving over the year to try and, be able to bless your loved ones with whatever it is that you bless them with over the holidays here. I feel like although even you're in peace in December, you can see that there are some mountains in the distance. And I feel that those are, maybe achievements that you see in the future. I feel like you've always got one eye on the future here, Aries, that you're never really staying in this present moment for very long because you're fire and you're running at everything, conquering everything, right? And it feels like you already see that there are some achievements or obstacles that are in the distance, I feel, that you want to overcome, I would say. So I feel like you already have your eye on the new year, even though you're trying to just be at peace and enjoy this present present moment. So your finances, I feel, you're at peace with your finances in the month of December, but I feel like you have your eye on whatever this is in the distance here. And it feels like it's some sort of a new achievement you've already got your eye on here. Next card I'm going to put down is about your human connections. And I'm saying human connections because I don't really care if you're in love or a friend or a family member or a best friend or whoever it is. I feel like we already talked about friends and colleagues that are here. We'll go back and clarify. But what about your human connections that are coming up in the month of December? We have dark thoughts. So I feel like there are going to be people that you're coming across in the month of December, and this happens for just about everybody. Anybody who has anything to do with celebrations, holiday celebrations, whether they are through the corporate view, like through work or through family members or through friends, there's always going to be people that are going to be there that you're not interested in seeing. And so I feel like some of your human connections are not going to be all that great. It feels like some of them are actually quite dark, and you already see that in the distance. I see that there's, the storm brewing in the distance. I feel like you're trying to prepare by being in peace. And so this could be a problem, though, this conflict here. Last card I'm putting down is a key goal for you to pursue in December. A goal for you to pursue in December. Courage. All right. I think it's, courage is all of it, right? Courage to reveal to people what your plan is, to see things for what they really are in the month of December. The conflicts that you might come up with, right? The dark thoughts that you have about people that you're not really interested in speaking with. But I feel like there's a lot of violet in here, and there's a lot of violet here. So I feel like your third eye is open. You've got pinks and purples, blues, yellows. Here, I feel like you're getting downloads. I feel like you're feeling safe. You're feeling secure. I feel like there's a lot of good energy here in the month of December for you. We have fear as an overall energy, though. So I feel like it's almost like, and I don't feel like you're scared of anything, Aries. I think that what your fear is, it's never, how can I say, for Aries, very familiar with your energy, Aries, and for Aries, it's more like you're not really worried what other people will say to you. You're not really worried about people who will act a fool, get drunk, be at the family thing and say something out the side of their mouth. You're not worried about that. You're worried about how you're going to react to it. You're more worried about yourself than you are worried about them, because it's really hard for you to bite your tongue because you're the one that's usually standing up in the middle of everybody, trying to get everybody stable, right? So I feel like that sort of fear is not the fear of other things or other people or situations. It's the fear that I'm just going to say something that I might regret. That's what it feels like here. All right, let's get some tarot, and we will do a little bit of clarification here. Tell me about Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aries, if you are interested in a private read, please know that I do have a sale on just for the next 2 days. If you look in the pinned comment below this video, it's right at the top of the comments, you will see a coupon code for 10% off all of my services until 11:59 on the night of the 29th. All right. Tell me about hidden motivations. Tell me about this energy that Aries is bringing into December. Hidden motivations. We got the King of Pentacles. So I feel like with the energy that you're bringing in here is very solid, sturdy, grounded, dependable. I feel like you're very focused on your 3D world, friends, family, home, buying gifts. I feel like that you're feeling pretty stable, pretty settled in the month of December. Got the Three of Pentacles, friends as well. I feel like you're bringing this energy. It feels like you're being really responsible with whatever energy you bring to whatever room you end up moving into, you end up walking into. So the Three of Pentacles to me is, it's like past, present, and future energy as well. And I just want to say that we do have a full moon in Gemini on the 15th, right? And so I feel like this is past, present, future. This is like looking in the past, how far you've come from here. It feels like the things that how you've built yourself up to here, how you built yourself into the King of Pentacles. It feels like the Three of Pentacles is past, present, future energy here. I also feel like it's that you'll be revealing to friends and family and community and people that you know that you are in this energy of stability, abundance. You're calm, you're solid. Like it feels like that sort of energy, dependable for others. You bring a real calm ambiance to a room. Look, lots of pentacles here as we show up in December. And we do have the Two of Pentacles. I want to see that you're going to practice being very stable, sturdy, and dependable sort of in your energy, settling your energy. In the case that you meet up with people you haven't seen in a very long time, I feel like this is what is going to be revealed to you. I feel like now that you're in this energy of the King of Pentacles and you're being solid and grounded here, things are going well for you. You're settling into, some sort of really great pentacle energy in your life right now. I feel like, we can never do that without being a little tested. And so I feel like with the 3 and the 2 of Pentacles, it's 5 Pentacles. It feels to me like what's going to be revealed to you is possibly you might be bumping into people you haven't seen in a very long time, maybe for a reason, people that you put to the outside of your life because you're not really interested in dealing with them. Could be that sort of energy too. I want to say that you're going to remain probably quite solid and sturdy, and you're going to make appropriate choices and put people where they belong. And I feel like you're just going to remain in this really even, solid energy. The overall monthly energy showing up as friends and colleagues. And I think that's why this energy is showing up here, because I feel like you're really prepared to be very social in the month of December. We've got the Hermit energy because I feel like you've been hermiting for a while. So maybe for the last few months, you've been work, eat, sleep, or really just taking care of yourself, maybe you're meditating, maybe you're doing more prayer, maybe you're really looking into the self and taking stock of you. This is Virgo energy, right? And Virgo's very hard on themselves. So I'm going to say that maybe the way that you became the King of Pentacles here, Aries, and I know you're a fire sign, but I feel like your energy is this real full-bodied kind of solid sort of energy, and you're really confident in yourself. And I feel like the way that you get there is by your overall energy being the hermit with the friends and colleagues. I feel like you've been staying away from people and taking care of yourself. Got the 4 of Wands to prepare to go out there and have some fun. And we have the 7 of Swords. So I feel like there are people who, it says friends and colleagues here, that there are people here who are wild cards. I'm going to say that there are wild cards. The 7 of Swords is telling me that maybe there's some people that you don't trust, people who are kind of going to be in your face, people who try and get away with things. It's a mishmash of people when it comes to friends and colleagues. And maybe the friends you trust a little more than the colleagues, because the colleagues are people that you put your corporate face on for, right? Those are people that don't really know the person behind the mask. And I feel like you're keeping some things under the surface, omitting some things that you really don't want to tell them, that you're trying to keep it professional with some of the colleagues. And I feel like that this is when you go to holiday parties, right? The 4 of Wands is here, and it's celebration, but also maybe you're inviting some of these people to your home, or you're being invited to their home. And I feel like the Hermit energy is the place where you're preparing yourself to go into this energy, because you're going to be going into an energy of friends and colleagues, and maybe you don't have great relationships with all of them, but you're going to remain professional, solid, sturdy, grounded, right? Like the King of Pentacles would be, in order to get through it here. An obstacle you need to overcome here is conflict, and it feels like that's what you're doing. I feel like that's why you're showing up as the King of Pentacles in this reading and not as Aries, not as Aries energy. I feel like the King of Pentacles energy is because I feel like you are trying to be at peace and not be in conflict. This might be going on within you. You might have a Scorpio placement. I'm just going to say this does remind me of Scorpio energy, that all of this tumultuous stuff is going on under the surface, but nobody's going to see it on the surface. And this is events. So I feel like it happens at an event that you get this energy of wanting to puff up on somebody here. Tell me about conflict. Tell me how you'll overcome this conflict energy. By being very careful, very choosy about who you give your energy to, picking the right people, picking the right emotions, picking the right energy. I want to say that even though it's going to be a mishmash of friends and colleagues, and there's a lot of emotion, a lot of overwhelm, things are confusing, like you'll see people coming and going. And I feel like you're going to be very focused on what you should do or who you should pick. You're going to be very selective, like with who you share your energy with, especially when you're in these emotionally confusing or overwhelming places. We do have the Tower. Why is the Tower here? We do have the Queen of Swords. Well, the Queen of Swords, I always say Queen of Swords is really not a hit at any party because the Queen of Swords is the one who's being really honest and truthful. I feel like the way you're going to deal with people that you don't particularly like, or people that usually get under your skin, Aries, I feel like the way you're going to deal with those people is as if the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're going to embody the Queen of Swords, whether you're feminine or masculine. You can see that she has her heart in this little jail down here, and that's because I'm not putting any emotion into it. I'm going to just deal with this in a very, not aggressive, but assertive way. I'm going to be very assertive. I'm going to keep my boundaries in place. I'm going to keep this sword between me and them, right? I'm going to keep them at a distance. I feel like this is the realization that in order to get through this conflict and not being thrown up against the rocks or not allowing your emotions to get everywhere, I feel like the Queen of Swords energy is necessary. You got to go in with boundaries, got to go in with a plan. If this jerk from the office over there is going to say this to me, I'm just going to say, happy holidays and walk away. Like, I feel like you're going in with a plan. You're being very logical about how you're dealing with people. And should a tower show up, I feel like the Queen of Swords can deal with it. I feel like this tower energy is telling me here that you've had some sort of a realization that even though you're going to be dealing in probably some high, I think emotions will be on high, I'm going to say, because around the holidays, not everybody's got stable emotions. Everybody's dealing with their own emotions. I was going to say the world card, but it's not here yet. Maybe it'll come up. But we're coming to the end of a chapter, right? The end of the chapter, and a lot of people get very emotional about that. So I feel like you're going to deal with this conflict in a very aloof and detached way. I think that you're going to be very honest and truthful, and that you are not going to allow your emotions to rock you, even if a tower shows up. I feel like you're not going to allow this energy to shift you out of this Queen of Swords energy. Tell me about the finances. You're at peace with the finances here. We do have the Queen of Pentacles. Good. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles is telling me that you're doing well with your finances. You are stable. You're sturdy. You have enough for you and to give to others. I feel like you are being an overgiver this year, that you are sharing with a lot of people. Your finances are going to bless a lot of people. I think for others, you might be holding back. We've got the strength here. I feel like you are this beautiful sort of energy of being the lion and the lamb. I want to say that you that's really the definition of strength. Being able to let the lion free is easy. Holding it back and being kind and soft in situations where it calls for you to be harsh is really what strength is. I feel like that you're confident here, that you are courageous when it comes to your finances. Yeah, I feel like things are going on really well with your finances, and that's why you're at peace here. We've got the Wheel of Fortune that's in the reverse. I feel like nothing has changed. Everything is solid. Everything is steady. I'm going to say that there's no crazy fluctuations coming up in your financial situation in the month of December. Tell me about these dark thoughts here that are coming up with human connections. Tell me about this. Got the Five of Swords, intrusive thoughts. Dark thoughts, intrusive thoughts. Very interesting. We've got the Three of Wands. I feel like I'm talking to someone who really does deal with morbid thoughts, intrusive thoughts. And if you're a person, and I'm not diagnosing you, I'm not a doctor, but if you're a person who deals with high-level anxiety, you might have anxieties. You go into groups of people where you know there's going to be someone there who's kind of dark, someone who's negative, who's always looking at the downside of things. And I feel like you already, before you go into these groups of people, you have these intrusive thoughts that you're going to, the ships that are coming in here are the people with dark thoughts. And I feel like it puts you in a place that maybe is not really healthy for your mind. And I feel like what you want to do is you want to be light. You want to expand. You want to make sure that you can catch the waves as they come in, I'm going to say. But the Five of Swords is telling me that you're reminding yourself that even though we have fundamental differences, even though those people are not as happy as me, even though those people are maybe, having struggles with their finances or their families or their friends and colleagues, that I'm going to, I'm not going to fight or argue with them. Even though we have fundamental differences, we can agree to disagree. We we have the Empress. I feel like that's why. So whether you're the feminine or the masculine Empress, right? The Empress is feminine leaning, but she also has masculine energy, as all of us do. All of us humans, plants, and animals, right? We have feminine and masculine energy. So this Empress is here showing me that I feel that the reason that you're able to get through the people with the dark energy, the people who are just there to argue, just there to get your goat, I feel it's because of your Empress energy, because you are nurturing and kind, Aries, ultimately, and you are somebody who is ready to bring balance to any situation. You're very creative in the way that you deal with people, the words that you say, how you deal with them. And I feel like you have a lot of skills because the Empress is all of the queens. And so while she's compassionate and kind, she's also the Queen of Wands. She won't take bullshit, right? But she also is going to be very compassionate and kind and balanced in the way that she delivers her energy. So I feel like that's the way you're going to be dealing with the people who have more of a dark energy in the month of December. And then we have your key goals to pursue. I feel like it tells me here that you're going to be very courageous, even though, we can see somebody here they've got their armor on, they're holding a sword, but they're ready to embark on this pathway, that there's a light at the end of the tunnel there, it seems like, and I know where to go. I know where I'm supposed to go, but it looks very fearful and very dark. So I feel like a goal for you to pursue is to not be afraid to enter into places that you're not sure about, people's homes, people's businesses, not be worried about that, but just be really courageous. I feel like you have a courageous energy about you. Yeah, a very loving, kind, playful, childlike, playful sort of energy. And this Hanged Man energy is somebody who really does have a perspective. You know what it feels like, Aries? It feels like you're not holding these people with the dark thoughts, these people who are, very negative energies, that you're not holding them to task. It feels like you have realized with the Hangman energy that you have a perspective. And the perspective is the key goal that I'd like to pursue is being courageous, is giving someone a different perspective, is giving them just a little bit of energy, a little bit of me, being kind and loving and sweet, and then moving on. So I feel like this is going to be a really good month for you. I feel like it's going to be, a little bit tumultuous, but I feel like as it escalates, you're going to pull it back. Like, it feels like you're really in control. You're really in control with this Empress energy. You're really in control of yourself. And so it's going to make things a little bit easier for you here. And so I don't think that you'll have to be so worried that you'll pop off at somebody, because I feel like you're in this Empress energy for the month of December. We do have the Five of Pentacles and we have the Seven of Wands. So I feel like this is what you have to do. I feel like you need to maybe be by yourself for a little bit, and prayer, meditation. It feels like putting yourself in the pink bubble, healing the self, making sure that you are in a place that is steady and sturdy. And, she's got, her chakras are open here, and that you are listening for downloads from the universe. I feel is going to help you with all this Empress energy, because the Empress is in co-creation with the universe. And so we have the Seven of Wands and Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're supposed to maybe get yourself out of the game, or spend a little time by yourself, and make sure that you are very steady, sturdy. This person's sitting unbothered, right? All these wands are pointing at this person, very unbothered, right? Doing the right thing, I feel, is going to bring you to a place of ascension. Listening to the higher self and being on the right path, always doing the right thing. I think you'll be okay in the month of December. I'm going to leave that right here. Thank you so much for being here and watching, Aries. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for all the ways you supported me this year. I'm going to go for now, but you take care. Be well. I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.